Hi, my name is Anjan. I'm a senior manager of education for a large technology firm. We started using Skype first and then moved to Zoom. For more reviews like this, please click below. The business problem that actually both of these products solve for us is obviously being able to collaborate with an international group of colleagues. We have roughly about 39 offices spread out throughout the globe, encompassing roughly about 11,000 employees. So when we need to collaborate with someone, we need a stable enough framework that will allow us to collaborate on demand with our colleagues seamlessly. Zoom meetings, in my opinion, is probably the best for having a large audience participation platform. It literally allows us to have collaboration between groups as well as individuals, being able to record that session very, very seamlessly. Also, to have the security associated with having enterprise level confidential discussions. So, for all of those things, Zoom is absolutely fantastic. And the one other part that I should say is that it's so easy to use and it is so easy to launch. Basically, just plug and play type of an environment. What turned us on to Skype from the beginning was the fact that it was an extension of the old telephone conversation, but done on a web platform. What we liked really a lot about Skype is the security features and functionalities that was around it, that surrounded it. It was wonderful to have a one-on-one conversation. We didn't have to schedule a call to use Skype. As long as the other party had Skype, you could actually reach out to them and communicate with them. Also, the fact that there is a messenger as well as a live telephone call aspect associated with Skype really, really impressed us. From what I found, Zoom was a lot easier to start with than Skype. And Zoom having a plug and play feature, if you didn't want to use it at an enterprise level, if you didn't have the confidentiality aspect associated with it, Zoom is very, very easy to use. I mean, we use Zoom for a regular everyday calls as well. What we found was that with Skype, it was really, really easy as well. But in terms of the setup component, it takes a little bit longer with Skype than it does with Zoom. You do have to go through a bit of an infrastructure. You do have to make sure that your contacts are in line and are in place. You do have to be able to reach out to them with a Skype address. So once those are in place, Skype is very, very easy to use. But on the whole, we found Zoom was a little bit easier for us to launch and get going with. When we're looking for this type of a software, the number one thing is stability of the environment. You don't want to be in the middle of a conference call with 10 people and have the platform not cooperate, or audio blanking out or video blanking out. So both of these applications actually are able to cater to that. The second thing that we're very concerned with is security. We want to be able to actually have confidential conversations without the fear of cyber eavesdropping. Both of these applications also account for that. Third, of course, we'd be remiss to say that costing wasn't a consideration. Costing is definitely a consideration. Zoom, there is a free version you can use, which has a lot more capabilities that we find than with the free Skype version. But when we get the enterprise license, we find that the Zoom comes in a little bit cheaper. So for those things, the stability of the platform, the ability to actually launch the program, and the costing issue associated with it, these are the primary considerations that we take a look at when we purchase a product or a software solution such as this.